Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Don. I'm Mike the Explosive One, and we have a special guest with us this week.
Who's here?
He's the man, the myth, the legend.
Who's that?
If you know him, you love him. If you love him, you know him.
Who's this?
His name is Mr. X.
You're damn right.
Mr. X.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
Yeah,
always
love
good.
the couch.
Always good to be back on the couch.
It's my pancakes.
It is the pancakes.
Yeah, so.
What do we got
Which
on
is
the...
not a euphemism.
Those would just be cakes, Mr. X.
Oh.
These are pancakes.
Gotcha.
I've never looked. I'm not going to let you know if they are or not.
Fair.
What do you got on hot on the griddle for us, J-Dub?
So, it's a bad week to be a CEO in healthcare.
Seems like it.
Yeah, so this happened a few days ago. They were actually having a United, I don't know if it was a shareholders meeting. They were having some sort of corporate something going on. And the CEO of health guy, I don't even have his name, which is
Thompson, Brian Thompson. Is that what his name? Yeah.
Was murdered in cold blood. They say assassinated even in front of the hotel.
Yep.
What they're saying is this was definitely premeditated because the guy was standing around waiting. And then in the video, they showed the surveillance where he got shot. There was literally someone else standing right there. He looked right at them and let them run away. It was targeted. They're saying that what they were saying is that they think it's assassination too because he had a single shot, almost like a bolt action pistol. Where he had to pull to pop the thing out. It wasn't like just a traditional handgun.
That's not what that is. I've heard that too, but that pistol, it's a semi-automatic that jams, is what that is.
Oh, is that what that was?
Because said that he jammed the gun twice and cleared it twice.
Yeah, because if you look at it, how long it is,
there's a silencer.
It's probably got a suppressor on it. And then when you use the suppressor, it messes up the gas. So what makes a semi-automatic work is the gas pushing back on the lever.
Okay.
But what the suppressor does is recycles more of that gas, so it pushes it back harder, and so it'll jam a lot easier. So,
got you. So
the thing I'm going to say about the surveillance, most people have seen it. If you haven't, it's everywhere. Go find it.
Yeah, we played a little bit of it. We don't want to play too much at YouTube.
Yeah, but it looks like. Did you guys see Casino?
I mean, a long time. It's been a minute.
But at the end of Casino, when they decide to just off everybody,
yeah,
and you see these dudes just
Spoiler
walking
alert.
up behind people with pistols with suppressors, think, and they're done, and they're just falling. And it reminded me of that because it was cold. The dude just walked up. It looked to me like a professional hit.
And that's what people were saying. It was like the guy literally just calm, was just waiting around.
Yeah,
it's like the guy came. And just walked
and
off. He got on a little one of those lemon lime scooters or something too.
And even when he cleared, usually when a gun jams on somebody, they usually have to look at it. He nothing. He just cleared, shot again.
Yeah,
that would do was either well practiced or a professional.
Yeah,
I think.
So so I don't know. They said the guy was getting death threats before. Because, healthcare is a weird industry, literally, but here's the creepy part. On the shell casings were written words. Mm-hmm. It said, deny, delay, depose.
Defend, depose.
Oh, defend, yeah. That's what it was.
Which are the
delay, deny, defend.
Which are the ways that medical insurance companies don't have to pay claims.
That's their motto of insurance. It's delay, deny, defend.
Yep.
And he wrote,
Now, lots of people have said this already, and I'll say it too. I think when everybody saw this, I think a lot of people were like, "Yeah, I get it," because who has either not gone through it themselves or known somebody 1 degree away from you that has had to go through
hell
to get anything paid for and had medical stuff denied.
So if you've kept your ear to the streets a little bit, and I've actually been looking at a lot of people's reactions to this. Turns out is that the United Healthcare has a track record of being the one that turns down the most cases.
Yeah, I saw that too.
There was a bunch of people that were talking about they had children in chemotherapy who couldn't get nausea medication because of there was instances of other people being like, I've had serious issues with them. I totally understand.
Yep.
They were like, it could be any of us. There's like you have a million different people who could have done this crime because you have been screwing people over for a long time.
Yeah.
But is it screwing people over? These are companies, right?
That's what they do.
And they have to maintain in business. Are they the bad guy?
Yes.
100%.
Because like here's the thing. I've had my ankle's been bothering me, and I went to a podiatrist. I had he did an X-ray. There's no bone damage. The guy's like, there's nothing I can do to treat you. You need to get an MRI so I know what's wrong so we can treat it. They denied it twice, and he had to fight it twice to get it approved. And he was like, I don't even know why they're denying it. Like, I've never had one denied. This is your next step to get treatment.
Yeah, medical professionals would rather you get the help.
And that's a simple.
Yeah, they have to fight against the insurance companies constantly,
all the time.
But
and they spend most of their time doing that.
Exactly.
But the problem is why it's like if a doctor is going to be like, this person needs this, who is the insurance company to be like, no, they don't?
Exactly.
Yep.
But on the same note, you could just find yourself another, and you can end everybody's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, well, exactly. The doctor who's like, everybody needs an MRI, and then they're paying billions of dollars in MRIs.
So I can understand crackdown on narcotics of certain nature. Like, obviously, we don't need everybody on fentanyl. I don't know. Honestly, it surprised me a little bit, and this is maybe telling that I'm out of touch, but it surprised me when I saw everybody just like, yeah, fuck them. Like,
I'm not there. I'm not there, but I also was kind of like, yeah, I get it. I understand why it would happen to a dude like that. I wasn't
surprised when I saw it happen.
No, I was like, yeah. It's kind of like I don't condone it, and I don't think they should. Like, that's the way to deal with the problem.
It isn't that guy's fault either. He just happens to be the CEO.
Yeah,
it ain't saying that he's the one that makes that happen.
And can I get real with you? Because I think that it sets a dangerous precedent.
Absolutely, it does.
Is because this guy has become a hero. I typed in those words and I found thousands of shirts being sold with those 3 words on it.
The thing that's really wild is that same day, Blue Cross Blue Shield came out with a new policy that they weren't going to potentially pay for anesthesia all the way through a surgery.
I saw that.
And then within like 3 hours, they're like, nah, never mind.
They flipped it. So, and that's even worse because it's like, oh, it works.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it was bad timing. They shouldn't have released that statement that day.
Exactly. This is like did you ever see the Joker? Did you see the Joker movie?
I have not seen the Joker.
You never saw the Joker movie? You can kind of figure out what he was about.
Yeah.
Vastly popular. Second one, not so much because people held on to that character.
Yep.
Joker comes out. Some guy goes into a movie theater and starts shooting up people thinking he's the persona. We can't have, what's the guy from Guy Fawkes? The Mask.
From Vendetta, yeah.
That has been synonymous with
anonymous
terrorist groups and hackers. When you have heroes like this, people take on that persona. It galvanizes these echo chamber communities, and they go out and they do
up shit. For the little guy who can't fight against the corporation.
And that's the thing. Is like, who's mad at that?
Nobody.
I've definitely seen people on TikTok and on YouTube talking about, like, if I ever saw this guy on the street, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, brother. But it's like,
here's the other thing.
You can't be mad at that idea.
Here's the other
thing. I'm right along with you, but I think it's insane.
Who the hell knows who the CEO of United Healthcare is? I could see him and would never know.
No, I mean the guy who pulled the trigger.
Well,
if he walked through the front door, what are you going to do?
So a couple of hot takes.
What's up?
So when they've shown some of the other pictures of him, right? And they've got this one picture, it's like partial face where he's smiling, right? Yeah. And so that picture, apparently, there it is on the screen if you're watching. That picture, apparently, what I read, that's him flirting with the girl running the hostel that he's at. Or one of these pictures is. I don't know. And one was at Starbucks, I think. But he's like, apparently, what I read somewhere that he was flirting with the girl at, there's the Starbucks one with his face covered. He's flirting with the girl at the hostel. So what, like, just the level of psychopathy to where, like, I'm about to go assassinate a dude. I'm going to get this girl's digits real quick and, like, be smiling and happy. Like, that dude's a freaking psychopath.
Well,
like,
I mean, yeah,
the fact that to get from that point,
someone on the street.
Yeah, to get from point A to point B is insane. All right, so
do you think he's a vigilante or do you think he's a paid professional?
I don't know, man.
It seemed like it was handled in a paid professional manner. He approached the target never saw him. He escaped on a e-bike with no tracking. Because in New York, there are certain bikes that if he had taken...
What's really funny is I saw a post on Twitter that day where some random dude was like, hey, I was pulling all the data for that bike system in the morning, and there was only one bike in that time frame within 15 minutes that went north on this whatever. He goes, and it stopped here. And everybody's like, why the hell are you pulling the data from that? And he was just like, I was just doing it for like to like just track stuff. And so some guy found out what bike he took and where he went, because only one bike in that anywhere near that area left and went north within 15 minutes of that happening. So he knew where he took the bike to, which was like wild. I mean, obviously they haven't caught the guy, which is weird because there's pictures everywhere. Here's the other thing that makes me weird. They do this a lot. Well, they'll say, hey, internet, find the guy. Nobody knows who that guy is, or are people not saying?
The internet's not invested in this, man.
That's what I mean. It's not
there's those guys on like the MapQuest that can find any place on the planet if you give them like
give them a little picture and they can find,
So no, we're not looking.
That's
for
what
him.
I mean. But if people probably know him, they're like, I ain't saying anything.
I mean, yeah.
Well, dudes out here shooting people with a pistol all right, first of all, getting a pistol is one thing. Getting a pistol with the suppressor is a whole different thing. You have to have a federal firearms license to get a suppressor.
Oh, okay.
Like you can't
or you could just get one on the black
market. Or you get one on the black market. But still, it's hard to get. You can't just get one. Like it's not like you
just walk into Academy.
No, yeah, they don't. Yeah, you can't. You have to go to a special place that either gets them or you have to get it through some nefarious means. So this isn't some dude who just decided he was going to shoot somebody someday. There was a lot of planning that went into this.
Like, whether someone gave him the gun or he acquired it
how he
himself.
got that gun, like where he went, like his escape route. Well, I read somewhere that they know that he took a Greyhound bus from like Miami to New York or something like that. And the other, all right, so here's the other crazy thing I've gotten out of this. I know we're running out of time.
That's fine. No, you're good.
So when I read the very first article on this, the day it happened, like read when it happened, there was a quote from the guy's wife about I'm so sad. I'm like I don't know what else to say. I'm consoling my children right now. And I was like, just putting myself, just taking a step back, what dipshit media person was like, I'm going to call his wife right now. I bet she'd like to talk to me.
TMZ.
Like, I just found out my husband died within the last couple of hours. Hey, let's call her and see if we can get her on the phone and get a quote.
I mean, that's what they do.
I know it's what they do, but it's like, it's just shitty. I'm like, you're shitty for doing that.
Yeah.
So whoever it was that did that, you're shitty.
Believe me and Jonas have approached people on the Dirty Six with microphones. It's not a good feeling.
No.
Especially if they were like grieving the loss of a loved one. It's
you're like, oh, this isn't good content here.
It's already weird to shove your mic in somebody's face in any circumstance. Yeah, let alone that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
$10,000 reward, by the way.
That
$10K.
That doesn't seem like
just
much.
New York. Yeah.
That doesn't seem like
doesn't
much.
seem like nobody's really incentivized on this. Nobody seems to care that this guy got killed.
Well, and the other interesting thing is the fact that he did not have security. Usually CEOs of companies that big have security.
Well, especially if he was supposedly getting death threats.
And if he was getting death threats, like
if his wife was like, he's getting death threats, like you feel like they would have been like, you're not walking around in New York by yourself.
Yeah. And by the way, that hotel is the hotel I stayed at this summer.
Oh, really?
When I was in New York, yeah,
Oh,
the Hilton Midtown where he was walking into. So
that's insane.
Yeah.
So, anyways, don't do this.
Yeah, don't kill people.
Yeah. No, you're not the Joker.
There's better ways to solve your problems. Don't kill people.
File a complaint with the health insurance company. Anyways,
file a complaint.
Yeah, talk to your state insurance board.
Yeah.
They're supposed to.
My God!
File a DOI complaint.
You guys are only worsening the pot.
I know it's bad.
Anyways, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe for Jonas,
TNT, and
Mr. X.
we are out.